the flame that consumes the gods. O daughter of mine, that flame which fuels greed must be extinguished. Only then will the long-lost paradise of dragons return.
And welcome to another Black Desert stream. My name is Trent and Shirna.
And my name is Trent.
And yeah, we have an update today.
Good segue.
Done. Finished.
Again, sound check as per usual. We did mess around with some of the settings again because last time when we did the stream with Durgaf, we had a lot of shenanigans that went on.
Yeah.
Everyone, we good?
Yep. Someone said my hair is looking magnificent. It's an absolute mop right now. Like, I'm not even joking. You're all good? You're all good? All
awesome,
right,
awesome.
Cool.
So if you're new to the stream, which apparently some of you are, we do State of the Address, we do the patch notes, we do the events. Today we're gonna add a little bit something in there with the
screenshot
stuff. Then we do some gameplay and then do a dedicated Q&A. Last time we did a stream with Durgaf where we showcased absolute skills of Dracania.
Without the ions.
I broke the mic. Without the ions, we'll fix that later. So,
do you want me to come over there and fix that for you?
No. I legit broke one of the pieces.
Okay.
So
it's okay.
Yeah, so we did that stream. That was kind of fun. And because as you can see, we don't have masks because we have slightly
eased restrictions.
Slightly eased, but there is a chance we go back to that. But as we progress along, it'll be good. Hopefully you guys are safe. And that's that. And we're going to do the update stream today.
Yeah. So before we get into that, we're going to take a look at some of the screenshots that were shared with us. I'm broken. Shared with us over on Twitter, Discord, and things like that. So, Kashima, let's go. Okay, so first up, we have Cytodes, and I believe that's Wayo. I don't know how to pronounce that. What you think?
I just think you say way.
Way? Like,
way.
Do you know the way?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you know the way?
I like these Dracanias. I'm very confused by this, though, because it's console, and I expected more shenanigans.
Yeah, I was expecting things that look like my Dracania. Oh, your Dracania. I know what yours looks like.
Yeah, mine's interesting. So, we can't say it on stream. But yeah, no, I like this. They actually did change the default.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at number 2. Faded to RNG with the perfect framing.
I like that.
The sword in the front of the face. And Dekevion as well with the dragon eyes. Does it look as though the eye on the left-hand side is like popping out of the hair?
That's how dragon eyes work.
Is that how they work?
Yeah.
They're actually like extended off the face?
Yeah.
Okay.
The shenanigans are definitely in the names. I agree. There's There's a lot of you. I'm very similar in that vein, but yes.
All right, and last, Hayashi and Age. I actually enjoy Age. I think that's a very natural look.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It looks more natural. Whereas Hayashi is like the super pretty face.
Yeah, it's again, I expected more shenanigans in the creation of the characters as opposed to just the names.
Yeah.
That being said, pretty like it.
Someone
It's all right.
said them tunes are ugly. Now let me just put this out there. You could have sent your tunes and we could have judged the heck out of yours. So I mean, you know.
No, we don't judge people's tunes. We cannot. We're gonna get in trouble for that.
No, we judge them. We judge them hard.
We appreciate people's perception of beauty.
Especially when they look like they've been beaten by a spade. You know?
We're not saying anyone has that, but it happened. But yeah, no, thank you for sharing your screenshots. Once the update goes live and you guys do your actual customizations and go into the game and do screenshots and whatnot, please send them to us and we'll try and see what we can do with them. Yeah, that's busted. Because I want to see more shenanigans. I believe in our community's shenanigan prowess, specifically NA and EU. Asia is more on the I want the aesthetically nice stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, for me, as long as the back of the character looks okay, I don't care what the front looks like. I never see it. I never look at the face of my character, man. What?
No.
You're not gonna rise to that bait? No? Okay. All right. So let's get into the patch notes. I've broken Trent. Let's go. It's gonna be a good day. Right. So obviously, first up, Dracania is in the game. You will be able to play her from this. All the rewards from the pre-creation period will also be sent during the maintenance. She will have, because she doesn't have her awakening, 100% of her main weapon's AP will be applied in succession. Maybe that's why, because we weren't doing much less damage.
No, we
weren't
sucked.
we
But
sucked.
Succession is coming in with this update. I know based off of the last stream, people assumed that we weren't getting it, but we are getting that.
Yeah, so to put it out there, like, the live build gives us the bare bones of the character when we do pre-creation, so you can pre-create it. Some of the skills get loaded in, but not everything gets loaded in at that time. And then when we get the update that releases the class, everything else that needs to go in with it comes in. So, next up, Season Dracania begins. So, the new season begins, which means new Olvia Novice turns into new Olvia. This is NA. New Olvia 1 and 2 become Season 1 and 2, and Rudipi becomes Season 3. For EU and Asia, same thing with New Olvia, it becomes just New Olvia. New Olvia 1 becomes Season 1, and Season 2 will reopen, which was closed during the last season's end. Don't forget, you can convert your Naru into Tuvala straight from the enhancement window this time round.
So you can still do it from the
So you can still do it from the inventory, or you can do it from the enhancement window. You can do that there.
Yeah, so I'll explain that a little bit. So basically in the last season, across all regions, even though we added it into the inventory, one of the issues that we saw was because when you play the game and you don't know anything about it, go like straight zero knowledge, you go through the enhancement window all the time.
Yeah.
So for new players or whatever players to suddenly go through the inventory, it was still kind of difficult for them, for people who didn't know. Now we've added it into the enhancement window itself.
Yes.
So I like the reasoning behind it.
Okay, next up, Late's Gathering Tools. If you don't know what these are gathering tools you will rent with contribution points. There is one for the hoe, the lumbering axe, the fluid collector, the tanning knife, the butcher knife, and the pickaxe. They cost 50 contribution points. They have a plus 30% item collection rate for each specific gathering type, reduced gathering time, gathering mastery plus 200, and increased gathering EXP. So 50 contribution points will allow you to get those Lights Gathering Tools.
Yeah, we also have something that has been heavily requested because of all the stuff that we used to do before. Wait, 50 CP?
50 CP, yeah. I believe it's 50 CP. Why?
Yeah, okay. No, someone was asking. Okay. We're also, so for those of you who have been here since the beginning with Xbox, we have always had Shaka 2 seals.
Yes, we have.
Xbox has been missing a certain amount of Shaka 2 seals.
2.
Yes.
Precisely, because we gave, I can't remember when, but we gave 3 randomly at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is something better than Shaka 2 seals, and those are called shining Shaka 2 seals. You can do this. You can basically you get better rewards.
Yep.
Right. If you have Shaka 2 seals, you can go to the NPC Raumi, and then beside Shaka 2, I think it's in the same villa as Shaka 2, right? In the same exact area.
It's in Shaka 2.
It's where you exchange with. You can exchange your current Shaka 2 seals for the shiny ones.
No, you can't.
What?
The event Shining Shaka 2 seal can be.
Oh, you can still exchange it for the actual items
Sir.
that you stuff. You don't get new ones.
So
Yeah.
read the patch notes.
My bad.
So, okay, the old Shaka 2 seals will be retired.
Yeah.
New ones will come in. The new ones, the Shining Shaka 2 seals, they will give you better items, such as 10 Shining Shaka 2 seals can get you like a gold bar box. They can get you plus 5 Grand Veer.
Yeah.
Horse items, a Pryoga ring, the sailboat, and some sailboat stuff. 30 will also get you frigate gear, as well as a tier 8 horse. 50 will give you some stuff. My table's kind of broken, so I'm not sure where it goes. But the big one is when you get to 120 seals, you can get Tri-Manos gear, as well as main and sub-weapon exchange coupons.
Yeah, my bad. I misspoke. So, right, there's a reason why I started that way. Because, Xbox missing the 2 Shaka 2 seals that you feel that you're missing, doesn't matter anymore because we all start from shiny now.
Still annoys me. Still in there.
You got 3 extra.
It's a start.
You guys think of it as you're missing 2, but you got 3 extra.
But I can't do anything with 3.
You could look at it. Next one. Nightmare Kazarki. Nightmare Kazarki has been popping people all around the world.
Yeah, and
A
he's
lot.
So because of that, we've reduced some of the stats, making him a little bit easier to handle, making him a little bit more fair when it comes to that. I mean, you could just iframe out and burn an alien's tier or fairy res, like I do. But basically, Nightmare Kazarka has been reduced. We're also still looking at like the boss rewards and stuff like that, so that'll take time. If you have feedback and opinions on the world boss drop loot for like Kazarka, Nuva, those guys, let us know, and we'll have words with people on there. Then there's a whole bunch of character changes.
Oh, so do you mind if I talk about the Nightmare Kazarka one for a little bit?
Yeah.
So, aside from just the certain damage being adjusted, done to adventures by Nightmare Kazarka, one thing that they also worked on was the what we call like affordances given to a player. So affordances are basically like indicators, like yo, this is gonna happen, or this attack is gonna happen. That has been adjusted to give you a little bit more time to figure out what skill is gonna be used. Some of the attack patterns are now going to be better telegraphed. And yeah, hopefully that kind of helps people kind of make it through there. Because I know for some of the skills, it just kind of indicates right away.
Yeah.
But no, it's not so much as you can handle it with just a boss ult. It's not that drastically changed.
Yeah.
You're still going to get popped.
Just it's a bit fairer now. You have a chance.
It's more fair than it is easy. I'll say that much. But yeah, go on. Sorry.
Okay, so one of the changes that's come about, which has been requested quite a lot, the specific items that are given when characters launch, such as the Corsair Ocean's Plume, the Eyes of the Wise on Sage, they are being changed from character bound to family bound, which means if you create, let's say, a Nova at the beginning and you get the Echidna tiara, and then you deleted your Nova, but you kept that in storage, you wouldn't be able to put it on your Novas. Now, if you make a new Nova, you will be able to equip it on that. So they are changed from character bound to family bound. Then you can no longer sell compasses and archaeologist maps to NPCs.
When you say this, there's not just the random items, right?
No. It's the Laffy Bedman's compass and the archaeologist map. The treasure items can no longer be sold.
We're not going to explain why that was necessary, but it was necessary.
It was necessary. Okay, Up next is something the hunters were asking around for last time. King Griffin has been added as a bonus quest. So when you're hunting, you can pick up this bonus quest, and King Griffin will spawn. You hunt him down, shoot him down, and get stuff. Yeah. Okay. That one goes there. All right. Next up, fishing quests. So fishing quests have had a bit of an overhaul. For example, what?
For the guild ones, right?
No, also some of the normal
general,
ones.
okay.
So Irresistible Lure, Creo and the Sandfish, and Sit, Cast, and Fish have been changed from specific fish to general fish of a color. So Irresistible Lure originally was Catch a Grunt, now it's Catch a Yellow Grade Fish. Creo and Sandfish, the one that I think should probably have stayed because it's in the name, is now Catch a Sandfish, it's now Catch a Green Grade Fish. So Creo clearly doesn't know the difference between a sandfish and
It's Creo. Who cares?
It's Creo, yeah. And then all the fishing quests in the guild missions have also had a bit of a tweak. Rewards improved there. Contribution EXP for quests completed in Calphion, Media, Valencia, Camasilvia, Dregan, and Odalita have all been modified. So they're getting a bump there. Find NPC function. I didn't check this. I'll check it in a second. The Find NPC function should now have a button for the Black Spirits training, which is the skill books. And then I think that's about it. The pet fix should be in with this one. The Arctic Fox problem. It should be in with this. It's not there, is it?
Gonna have to talk about that.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
I'll go slap Costa for leaving that in. All right, the Jamie Drucko UI one probably isn't in.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah,
That's the patch notes?
yeah, pretty interesting with the Dracania succession that's going to come in, which is flashy scales all around, plus seasons, which will be kind of nice to start off finally. Mm-hmm. Yay.
Yeah.
Time to jump into the events. So as per usual with all the seasons that we have launched, we have a leveling up event for that.
Yep.
So if you have a season character and you level them up to level 30, 40, 50, 56, 59, 58, 59, 60, 61, you will get a whole host of rewards. This goes on for quite some time, but I'm not going to say the dates in case it changes. Mm-hmm. There are lots of things such as Shakatu Shiny Box, the standard Tuvala Ring.
Pen Tuvala Ring.
Yep. Enhancement Help, a lot of silver that to be made from that, etc., plus the travel kit contents. If you're new to the game, you're going to go through this anyways. All the rewards you're going to get through the challenge menu.
Yep.
You open the thing up and then see what it's all about. Aside from the, I'm going to jump around a bit on this one.
Yeah.
Aside from the season level up stuff, there is also going to be a Dracania specific level up. So if you have a Dracania season, you fulfill the conditions of both challenges. If you have just a normal Dracania, only the Dracania one, season one is separate. Anyways, Dracania leveling up. Well, first, pre-creation, right? So if you pre-created a Dracania, you get a whole bunch of items like the earring.
Yep. The Tyrant.
The Tyrant, that's the interior item, the expansion coupons, as well as 300% scrolls. If you level up your Dracania during the event period from 35, 40, stuff like that, again, a whole host of items, such as item brandstones, book of training, more gold/silver, Shaktu luxury boxes again, as well as at the top, 5 hundo spirit dust and an underwear box. Why is underwear important?
It is the last, I could have said something pretty good there. But it is the one that will allow you to finish the 8-piece costume set.
Pretty much. So we're going to be giving that out as well. I missed one of the events because it suddenly skipped, but okay. Where did I go? Regardless, those are the level up ones. We also have something called the Source of Ions. The Source of Ions is basically pop a bunch of monsters, you get something called Source of Ion. At some point, when you collect it, it automatically gets used, and then an effect will appear. Yep. It's very similar to, if you remember, the Sage one, where you get it, a weird, mysterious energy pervades the air, and you get stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what it says.
You get AP buffs, I believe.
Extra AP against monsters and monster damage reduction stuff. You can receive the same buff ion effect from of another adventure. So if you start popping things, this thing gets out.
Yep.
you know,
You can steal it. Well, share it.
steal, share, right?
Also, the Mysterious Knight is back in as well. I think that's what you were missing. The Mysterious
Yes.
Knight is back in, the guy who gives you a bunch of experience boosts.
Yep, as well as a special hot time during that time, right? So combat EXP plus 300%, plus 50% on skill EXP, then Mysterious Knight stuff. So this is going to be an ample time to, again, level up a character to whatever it is that you need to do. And that's the Ion event.
Then there's a whole host of login events. Special
No,
login.
there's another one too.
Oh,
so,
okay.
aside from...
I forgot that one.
Yeah, there's another one. The Jade Lit Dragon's Breath. So, if you defeat monsters, you go gathering, or you fishing, barring certain gathering stuff, you can get something called Jade Lit Dragon's Breath. You bring 10 of these to an NPC in Velia to be able to accept a quest. Hold on. So you get a quest, you can get Unstable Fuel, Memory Fragment, Caphor Stones, all this kind of stuff. There are exchange quests with this.
And you can also exchange the Jade Lit Dragon's Breath for another Tyrant if you feel like having a second dragon in your house.
Yep. There's also going to be, like Shirna said, new adventurer, returning adventurer events, as well as a playtime challenge. For everyone, there's going to be a new attendance event in general that includes the new shiny Shakutu seals.
Yep.
That everyone, including Xbox and PlayStation put together, have the same amount of shining Shakutu seals. No one has an advantage over the other.
Those 3 Shakutu seals were such an advantage.
It's 3 more. 3 more.
But it's in divisions of 10. 3 don't help.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, does it? Hold on. Let me just... Again, there's a whole bunch of login stuff at this time. Attendance, rewards.
I think that'll do. I think that's everything.
There's one more I did want to mention, and I just threw it away.
Which one? Dude, just
I definitely threw it away. Anyways, whole host of events. There's a whole host.
They're about 11 or 12. Your current seals are going to be safe. You can exchange them
For their current reward stuff.
for their current rewards.
I misspoke earlier.
Yes, you did. And we'll talk about that later. But yes, the old seals will still remain. You can still trade them in, work out how much remainder stuff you have left, and then sort that Fandangle stuff out.
Yeah. One thing I do want to mention, because this is actually important, because someone's going to say this was a mistake. One of the playtime challenges
Yeah.
is that you get Shakutu seals,
Yeah.
right? Not the shiny ones, but you get the Shakutu ones. This is our last ditch effort to kind
last
of get what we
hurrah.
want. Yeah, the last hurrah for it. So there's a 30-minute, 60-minute, 100-minute one. You get 3 per day.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you feel particularly strong about missing 2 of them, you can top that off. It is your choice.
Okay, guys, this is actually personal. There's been a decent amount of complaints from myself asking where the other ones were. I thought I threw some away, and then someone reminded me we gave out a couple, and that's where they come from. And I have been outraged ever since, trying to get more added, keep being told, nah, it's fine, bro, don't worry about it. And here we are.
There's also going to be a new season pass. And that is the end of our events. There's a bunch of them, guys. So once the main starts and we start uploading all the notices, there's going to be a lot of them. We're going to try and...
Make like
no, just upload them on time to make sure everyone can get a read on them. But there is quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just know that a lot of them are going to be pretty much fulfilled automatically because it's login rewards, level up rewards, playtime rewards. The ones that you'll probably have to actively participate in is when you go grinding and you defeat monsters and get those things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, I think that's. I want to say wrap up, but that wasn't a wrap up, was it? That was a book reading.
That was a book reading. I very much apologize that a lot of people were bored by that, but you know, we had to.
It's the housekeeping. It's the housekeeping.
It's
All
housekeeping,
right.
and a lot of people don't like. How do I say this?
Read the patch notes.
Not so much as that, but they want to know.
Yeah.
There was one time where I remember I skipped an event, and there was quite a vocal outrage on it on specifically Balamos 2 on NA.
Well, they didn't talk about this event.
Like, and like, why didn't he mention it? And since then, I've been trying to be better about it. But
Kashima?
yeah,
We can switch now. All right. So we're going to be playing Dracania. We're on board with me first for some reason. Basically, this is the spot I like to use for seasons. If you don't know this spot, this is Marie Cave, Trader's Graveyard. I do the same thing every time a season starts. I will grind here. And as it's a new character, it gives us a chance to mess around with a lot of skills because it's a continuous wave thing and we can mess around. But I will say before we started, someone commented on the fact that I had my mouth open. That's generally how I play games when I'm playing serious. And
that's your gamer position.
that's my gamer position. My gamer position is like something is stuck between my teeth. Oh, mysterious energy.
Wait.
Hey!
So, stay in that area. Make sure you actually get hit by it. Just because that
did.
message comes up doesn't mean that you get it automatically.
Yeah, as you can see, to show that you get it, there is that little lightning symbol. And I'll show character active effects. Hopefully I don't die here. Ionic release, extra AP against monsters 10, monster damage reduction plus 5. So as you saw, the item gets picked up. They are considered items, but they are automatically consumed. They will not be in your inventory. And from there, the mysterious energy pervades the air will appear. Stand inside of it. When it pops, gives you the buff.
So when you're doing Marie Cave, like, what are the benefits for it?
Well, on seasons
For you
especially,
specifically.
yeah, seasons especially, I find it a very good source of EXP, skill EXP, as well as like season materials. Like, you get a lot of what you call it. So you get
lot of mats?
you get a lot of mats. You get a lot of kills. So if you want to do your 5,000 kill mission, I always do it here because you get a lot of kills. You do need to be a little bit stacked in terms of gear. I'd say
If you're on seasons, would you take someone with you?
you can, but it's not a party zone, so you won't get
You won't
the
get
shared. You won't get the shared benefits of loot. But it's not a terrible spot to come, especially if you're like Pri Tuvala, Duo Tuvala in a pair. But if you are like Tet, you could probably do it on your own with potions if you're willing to sacrifice them. You have to be careful. As you can see, I'm taking quite a bit of damage and I'm stronger. Basically, you see the archers that are left around the outside? They attack you and they do an absolute... I have to be careful what word I was going to use there. An absolute ton of damage, and they actually super hurt. So they will stack up.
For people who are in chat, like, where do you guys go grind on, whether it's seasons or just a new character that you want to test out? Because, like, my opinion is different from your own.
Yeah,
Like,
as always.
as always, I particularly do the Evil Do Us Harm leveling up guides.
Yeah, I do not.
I enjoy it because it's just like, yeah, I get my contribution. I fulfill the Rulipy law conditions and go from there. Poly, Foggy, Poly, Marnie, Cave.
Poly is okay. Marnie Cave is where I like.
Sulfur, stand in a tree. Yo, you toxic. You one of those.
Who was I watching the other day? I was watching King Smurf, and he was just standing in a tree leveling up. I'm like, man, why?
King Smurf of all people too.
I
It's
know.
just like you're better than this. You're better than Poly becomes a 20-man zone instantly. Very true.
Root Sulfurman is really good, but you do have to be kind of geared. You have to be a little bit more geared than here. I'd say this place is much better for enhancement mats.
Oh, okay.
For season characters, especially.
So it depends on your purpose, right? Because
Yeah.
you're saying enhancement mats and just a lot of kills in general.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming because of how many kills you get all at once, if you have like event items going on, that's the place to be.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say don't burn your Agris Fever here. If you want to burn something like Loot Scroll, you can. But the trash loot is not worth all too much, but you get a lot of it. It's worth 1,820, but it's pretty easy to gain a lot. Make sure you bring a horse to horse stack your materials, the drops that you get here. But with the changes to like the time-filled Blackstones that we've had, like all that stuff that happened. Oh, it's finished. All that stuff that has happened, it makes it a little bit easier. But keep your horse next to the node manager, and then just drop the materials there. But I do not have a horse.
You don't have a horse?
I do not. I do not.
On your main account or this account?
On this account. On this account. I don't.
So
have a horse.
we're already on me. So one of the reasons why I go to Fogies, and people in chat will probably explain this in better detail because I'm going to forget to explain stuff. One thing is, if you're on seasons, this is an easy place to get to.
Yeah.
Really easy to get to. Your AP requirement, DP requirement is not that high. The amount of skill points that you get to level up your character is also really good. As well as if you're looking for specifically Jatina quest mats, this is best because you'll get, accessory drops every now and then. I'll get my crystals and I'll also get fragments in general.
And also the trash loot's pretty good there. If you're using Agris and a blue scroll, it's not the most efficient use. Before someone in chat's like, why would
it's not the most efficient, but I use a blue scroll.
Yeah.
I have my Agris on, and then I just kind of go from there.
And
I know there's better ways to do it, but I prefer this on a season.
Yeah,
And in general, I like it.
Like,
So.
I know there are more efficient routes. Centaur is pretty efficient in terms of
Centaurs,
Agris
you
use.
really gotta know though. Like Nagas is pretty beginner friendly.
Yeah.
Honestly, Centaurs, you gotta know your actual rotation and to not waste time
Yeah.
because they're so super spaced out. If anyone, I believe
So
there's
for
someone who
mine.
made a guide.
Sulfamine is probably one of the better uses for Agris Fever at the moment, which is where I like to do my Agris burn. But yeah, there's more than one way to do something. Just because it's not the most efficient doesn't mean you're inting. There are other ways to get around stuff.
Yeah, I particularly prefer Fogies. Plus, on seasons, I can do the weekly quest. That's going to be part of the season pass where you got to pop 5,000 monsters. You also get the Marnie Stone collection is easy here.
Have we showed the Rabums? We haven't showed the skills, have we?
No, you want to go back to?
No. We'll do that in a bit. We'll once we.
Sorry. No, because go back to Shirna for a sec. So he has another bar under his Black Spirit Rage.
Oh yeah.
Which is really important. When we showed Dracania last time, this did not exist, and Durgaf was upset, as all of us were.
Because it holds a lot of the damage. That is the ion meter that you see beneath the Black Spirit. Certain skills will increase the meter. Certain skills erase it, I guess. But yeah, it's most of the skills are on hit. The skill that you saw me do, which is the shield, that will just charge as long as it's held. But yeah, once you learn which skills will boost it and keep it going, you can pretty much keep it going indefinitely. But I can never remember the skill names, so when I read the skill description, it doesn't help me whatsoever.
Fair. Stop telling all the spots. Dude, it's Fogan's and Marie Cave. It's not... I'm not showing you pure rotations because I know I'm not doing it right. But Fogan's is very beginner friendly. Marie Cave is like very active. In the sense of like you can't just...
You have to... so you'll see me as I'm playing. I'll sit here and wail on stuff here. And then occasionally when things get a little quiet, I'll go kill those skeletons because they actually really hurt. So you go around the outsides of the spot like this. So you'll see they kind of spawn in a circle. You'll kill them around the outsides, then go inside once the number of skeleton archers has been cleared out, because they're the ones that do a bajillion damage, and then you can just...
Not Fogi, sorry, Nagas, yeah. Sorry, my bad. I misplayed.
So we learned that you were,
I do go to Fogies, but only when... I will only go to Fogi if I know, like, the laser chicken is there. And then I'll spend the hour there.
I do not.
I will never go to Fogan's otherwise.
Okay.
I will never. I hate going there because going back is horrible.
I have.
Like I'll use the map every now and then, but no.
I'm gonna have a confession. I've only ever killed Puddles once since he got his Dark Rift.
Are you serious?
I am deadly serious. As soon as it ended up in Naga, I was like, well, he's dead to me now. I'm never going that far out.
No. Oh, sorry. Someone keeps asking about like, yo, let us opt out of PvP. That is seasons. People in chat, please do explain kindly that on seasons, you are probably not going to be PvP.
There's no PvP.
There's no PvP on that server. On the season servers.
Yes. Now remember,
Please explain kindly.
okay, remember, season characters can go to normal servers.
Yes.
But
and
normal,
that is where you can PvP
yeah,
at a certain level.
but normal characters cannot go to season servers.
yes.
So remember, Black Desert, if you're brand new to the stream, it doesn't even matter what server you choose. You can go to any server. You're not locked onto one specific server. And I know this sounds kind of silly, but there are quite a few people who still don't understand that because I've been reading chats where people have been like, "Oh man, why are the monsters disappeared?" And it's because Node War time, switch servers, and they're like, "But if I switch servers, I got to start a new character." And it's like, okay.
Okay, to be fair, if you played other games,
yeah,
you're gonna think like that.
Yeah, 100%. I get it, but yeah. Oh, I canceled it. I wanted to boost my.
You're
ion
definitely
meter.
gonna. I could see why people would think that in general. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, we'll show the Raboms and stuff like that as well.
Oh, I've been
later
doing
on.
Robons whenever I can.
I always forget they exist. I just randomly chose them. I didn't focus on what they actually did. But remember, you have when we say Raboms, those are called skill enhancements, right? That's what they're called. Yes. So the one where you take 2 skills and stick them together. Raboms is the old-timey name before they were introduced onto NAEU, and that name has kind of stuck when people talk about it. So if you ever hear someone talking about Raboms, it's the skill enhancements. What was the other thing I was going to say? Also, the how can I describe this? The Y triangle skills that you get in succession are also in, if that makes sense. I think, yeah. Those prime skills are also in. So the Y triangle skills that you use in succession are also in. Is there anything else that I need to consider with this class right now?
Can you do skill add-ons? I'm asking, be nice. I'm asking because some people were asking about it in the last stream because they were like, maybe they don't have skill add-ons because they keep dying really quickly.
Yes, you can have skill add-ons. We had skill add-ons in that, but yeah, we were lacking a lot of utility.
Yeah.
Also, okay, quickly switch to me, Kashima, just for a second. Right, there is no need to be greedy with Marie's Cave. You only ever need 2 tombstones, right? If you need 3, you probably need to focus down a little bit. But you do this one and the one over here, which is up here.
Someone's gonna yell at you for showing
there's
spots.
Another couple of 2s. Only ever do 2 tombstones. If you take 3,
You're a bad person.
you're a bad person. Only ever take 2. Unless, of course, no one's here and then take all of them. Like, if you're alone, it doesn't matter. But if usually the traffic on season servers within Marie Cave is pretty busy. So if you're here, yes, please make sure that you only take 2. Be kind.
Stop
rewind.
showing... Dude, it's not the rotation. Believe me. If you think our rotation on stream is the best one...
Oh, my rotation is, because it's literally 2 spots.
That's why I said stop doing it. For you.
Oh.
For me, it's just... I'm just killing...
No. But there's a couple of other tombstones up here that you can attend. So it's not the only spot.
But I do want to talk about that. Like, that idea of, like, how dare you... Because it's not just us. I will say that. It's not just us. I think people will say, like, yo... to other streamers and people who are making content, like, you shouldn't be showing these spots because these are sacred. But, I don't know.
I'll say,
knowledge, I think having...
Go on.
I think sharing knowledge is good for the game in general. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
I found... okay, so I use a particular website which has, like, a lot of information, BDolytics.
They're gonna say Wikipedia.
I use Wikipedia, man. No, I use BDolytics, and they have there's a gathering section in there where it'll tell you like which gathering spots generally generate the most silver. If you're efficient or if you're high mastery and whatever. There's a spot there that they list that I had never seen before. Not never seen. I'd heard of, but never knew where exactly it was. Where you get, I think it's wolf, deer, and snake meat all together.
Okay.
Like there's one big rotation. No one I could find on YouTube has made a video of this. but they have a link to a video, and I wanted to try it out, but my gathering mastery is not high enough right now. But yeah, like, it's interesting that a lot of people do try to hide their secrets.
But I will say...
It's understandable, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I understand why people will do it, whether it's because of karma, whether it's because I just don't want people to know about it, or, you know...
You don't want it too busy, so you have to go through every season server to try and find an empty tombstone.
There is... You know, okay, that was awfully specific.
Because every time I show it, the beginning of a season, everyone goes here, and then I can't get a tombstone.
You're the trend starter. That's awfully humble of you.
What can I say? I'm the first to show it. I emerged. Thank goodness you're not on me. I accidentally emergency escaped. All right.
You emergency escaped?
Sir, I was in trouble, okay?
For mobs?
Look, I just hit the buttons.
Oh my goodness. That's so great.
I was trying to do the chargy skill.
But I will say, like, there's people who like... One of the reasons why people like Evil Do Us Harm, who's another? There was a specific ranger guide. There's people who make these very easy to digest guides.
Yeah.
Right? And they will walk you through. But I know a lot of people were also really upset with that. It's like, dude, why are you telling people how to get to so-and-so level? At the time of when it came out.
Yeah, when
And
it came out.
I was like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's particularly harmful knowledge to have. And it's just getting people up there at the right time.
But this is my spot.
I do like the guys that are just like, yo, I will tell you what skill add-ons I use. However, you should be making your own because it's not that difficult.
Yeah.
And that's really good advice. Genuinely.
Because everyone plays differently.
Chris Pauly is another one.
Well, that's the thing. Like, with skill add-ons especially, everyone plays differently.
Yeah.
And some people will rely on a skill that maybe, you know, Mr. Streamer Man doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's probably better if...
Mr. Streamer.
Mr. Streamer Man. But you know what I mean, right? Like, if Mr. Streamer Man uses skill A, but you use skill B a lot, you copying Mr. Streamer Man's skill add-on guide isn't going to be as beneficial as you maybe adding one yourself. Maybe the general concept is pretty good. Like, okay, you're going to need this, this, and this, but you can change what skills they go on as long as you're not dropping, like, to super low-tiered skill add-ons.
Yeah. I Sorry, just the idea. The Streamer Man told me.
Mr. Streamer Man.
I will say no one in my DMs has ever said that, like, yo, Mr. Streamer Man told me to do this. Like, I've never heard that terminology. I've never heard someone go, yo, Guido told me how to play Zerk, and this is how I should be playing Zerk, but I don't know if I agree. No, that's not. People are able to make their own decisions in the PvP community and PvE community at least, which I particularly am very thankful for.
However, I have had people in my DM saying, you clearly don't play Zerk, you need to do this skill rotation, blah, blah, blah.
Did they tell you to go watch Mr. Streamer Man?
They actually did. Which is why I may be salty. But yeah, everyone plays their own way. If it's less efficient, but it's more comfortable for them, which is another thing. Like, some of the skills I find uncomfortable to use often. Yeah. So I generally don't do them.
I always use Guido as the example because the way that he plays Zerk versus the way that Squidius plays Zerk, the way that Doheb plays Zerk is vastly different. Yeah. Doheb doesn't even hold the controller properly, so I mean, it's weird.
What do you mean doesn't hold the controller
Dude,
properly?
The way that he does skills, no human should be able to press skills like that. It's just like claw grips and stuff, you know?
Like, when people do the... No. I'm an old man. That claw grip gives me cramps.
Could you imagine? No, I'm just You should play how you want. Absolutely. Give us 530 XP scrolls. There will be a lot of scrolls that are given via the level up events and stuff like that. Worry not. It's not the 530 scrolls. Those are huge, but they're quite big anyways. You call us live for playing Claw. Do it. No, I would never call us live for his PvP prowess and his, continued efforts of getting a sponsorship with a certain company, but I will call him out for not knowing certain things about
how to increase.
No. Sly knows. It's fine. He knows now. I think. Can someone in chat elaborate? If people will know what I'm talking about. He has figured it out, right? If he hasn't...
I mean, it's something we should talk about on stream anyway. because it's useful for newer players.
Right.
That's the trump card. Right, if you don't know what we're talking about, you can increase town storage using contribution points by buying houses.
Wait, hold on. We shouldn't be. You think we're not calling out Slide because it's gonna get us in trouble? Just because I'm a nicer human being than that. That's only it.
So, just to quickly
Look,
say.
Yeah. So, guys, if you need inventory slots in your storage, and I'm only saying this just because to say it. I'm not saying this in relation to Slide Nations. Find them on Twitch. So if you have issues with storage, like, yo, there's not enough slots, what do I do with this? What can we do?
You can, with contribution points, go to purchase house.
So how do we get a purchase house?
Triangle.
So first, get to the city, enter the city, press triangle or
Y.
Y, go to purchase house, and then go to purpose. You go to purpose, and then what are we clicking here?
Storage.
Yeah, we go to storage, and now all these places that will have it.
Pretty
have
much
storage.
every house in a town can be a storage. It's the default if you purchase all in a list.
I'm not saying nobody knew this. I'm just saying this to say it. So you go here, you do storage, and you go to check purchase conditions. And it'll tell you how many contribution points you need. But do you need anything else to purchase these things?
You might need a little bit of silver.
Silver and contribution points are the things that you require to do this. You can
Right.
also upgrade it, and you can see 1 level, 2 level, adds 3 spaces, 5 more spaces, and etc. Now,
Now, if you hit purchase all ever, if you're, buying a workshop or if you're buying a storage itself, if you hit purchase all, every one that will be purchased automatically defaults to a storage.
yeah,
Also, it's a particular spot where you'll probably forget that you have contribution stored there. Like I found that apparently I had about 15 contribution points stored in Shakatu.
okay.
Apparently, I needed the storage back when Gaha's Bandits was the place to be.
No, I spent a lot of storage in every city around Ophelia. You know what I mean?
Well, that's another thing that we can mention. Some farms,
Not yet.
no. Some farms and stuff around those towns also have their own little places. Like you can have residences there, or you can make more storage, which will add to the nearest town.
You have all the knowledge on your account, on a test account, right?
On this one?
Yeah, like the map is unlocked, yeah?
No.
Okay.
Why? What were you looking for?
No, I was gonna show the surrounding town stuff. But yeah, you can do that stuff. What is silver used for? You can do it to.
Silver is used to buy buffs, such as elixirs, drafts, food. You can also use your silver to buy things from the central market if you put it in the central marketplace. Keplin is my piggy bank. Keplin is my dump. Anything I no longer need or I don't want at the moment, but my storage is nearly full.
Transport it.
I transport it and leave it there in the gift until I need my transport wagons back.
Really?
Yeah. I'll leave them up because sometimes they get filled and I can't
Yeah.
be bothered to go sort it out, so I'll just leave them in the transport wagons.
I put all of my latent auras and concentrated energies first in Velia, and then I've begun moving them to Trent because Trent needs some love, man. That's about it. That's about it. You know?
I put all my auras somewhere and I forgot where I put them, so I started putting them somewhere else and then I transported them. And it turns out I accidentally transported them to the place where I kept all the other ones. Suddenly I have a lot of them. But I have no intention of using them. So, yeah.
Yeah. See the bucket hat comment?
Yeah.
I appreciate the persistence. With the... I think in terms of regarding back to seasons.
Yeah.
When you go and do seasons, I would legitimately say just do the season pass. Go in the order that you want to do it in, whether it's a simplified quest line or not. Just go do your thing, and then grind for skill points and stuff.
Yeah.
And hope for the best. I'm just going back to Sangrain for a bit.
Okay, I wondered why he was stuck on me, because usually Kashima would refuse to put my screen on this, my screen up because I'm terrible at the game, apparently.
You really think Kashima's going to do you dirty like that?
Yeah. I know Kashima pretty well.
Oh, man. But I, in terms of where people go to grind and whatnot, I particularly have found when seasons start, everyone just kind of bum rushes certain areas.
Follows the same guide.
Yeah, everyone follows the same guide. So you will know if they're following the evil do us harm, and you will know what timestamp they're at. So it works out really well that way. At the same time, I think I just wait it out a little bit if I don't want to mess around too much. It's like, oh, there's too many people here. I'll go do other stuff right now. Focus on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Season is PvE. Season server. Season servers are PvE only. There's no PvP. Okay, so can you switch back to me? Awesome. Right. There's a lot of trash loot I have collected. Mm-hmm. Right? Do I want to sell them individually, Shirna? What can I do when I go?
God, are we going this? Okay.
Look, there are certain people that didn't know, some which have a larger audience than others. Now,
Wait, have I learned something new about Mr. Streamer Man?
no comment. So, I can go to shop, and I don't want to go over here and individually collect things. What could I do?
You go to the shop window.
Yeah.
And you press triangle.
Or,
Why?
what does this do?
Sells all your junk items, man.
No.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
It even
you
says
don't
it-
gotta press buttons individually.
Wait, it even says it in the key guide. Does nobody read key guides anymore?
Look, I'm not judging. I just had a lot of stuff and I wanted to know. Not judging.
Wait, I didn't hear this story.
I'll talk about it off camera
yeah,
in a
yeah,
bit.
that's
Nope,
what I thought.
I'll talk about it off camera
That's
in a
what
bit.
I thought was gonna happen. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It was so bad.
Oh, actually, there's one other thing I want to mention.
Uh-huh.
Can we switch to me just for a second? Right. I saw this as a comment about like changing your skill presets and your skill windows and stuff, and the fact that you have to journey to the other side of the planet. There is an easier way. If you do not know, you can go to war. You go to battle arena. Good job he knocked me out so you couldn't see it. But yeah, go to Battle Arena and there is a skill instructor in Battle Arena. It was added about 2 months ago.
But I don't want to have to go to a safe zone.
So you could just go there.
Yeah, but like, what if I'm in the middle of fighting monsters?
Well, then you just have to wait.
And then do it? Can I still go to Battle Arena?
Yeah. Why?
Look, I'm just answering questions that people have. All right, look, I'm just answering those questions. These are actual questions that people. Is that a permanent thing? It is indeed.
Yes, it is.
It is.
It was originally a temporary thing, but the feedback we got when it happened was like, "Yo, why isn't this permanent?"
It'd be nice to have it.
Yeah.
And it eventually got in, so I was actually really happy about that. To be fair, with that one, I don't think it's as noticeable. Like, there's nothing in the game that specifically tells you go to Battle Arena
Oh yeah,
for this
and
workaround.
also like because he's right next to the trial vendor,
Yeah.
you just assume it's trial character only.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're pretty much okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was I gonna show anything else? This is a test server before someone complains. No, but you do get witch's earrings here, which are a wonderful throwback to the old days.
To the old days. Do we still get Fugar's timepiece this season?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
you do.
Season characters can use dream horses when? Never, because you cannot ride a dream horse in a dream. Seasons are a dream.
Okay.
That's the logic. What's the issue here?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything about
What
it.
do jade lit stones give?
I just put that in. Here we go. Jade lit Dragon's Breath. Here, there is one quest where you can get the event Tyrant, which is an interior item of a dragon. It looks cool. You're gonna get one anyway, so
if you pre-created.
if you pre-created. Otherwise, you can do it this way. Otherwise, Black Gem Fragments, Hard, Sharps, Kafras, Memfrags, Marnie's Unstable Fuel. But yeah.
Can season characters use infinipots?
Yes, they can.
Indeed, they can.
You have to put it in a storage, though. You
Yes.
can't just... I was going to say, Kashima, can we switch back to game cam one more second? I just want to show... there we go. Skill. Okay, so skill there we go. Okay, skill enhancement. I'll show you here. I forgot it does that now. Okay, so Soaring Claw is 1, which is just kind of a float,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't. It's the one I chose because it's a float, but then we never PvP'd, so it doesn't really matter.
Fair.
Then you got this one, which is also a float. Why did I choose this one then?
HP recovery.
Maybe. Oh, it does more damage. So Stirring Claw seems to do more damage. Okay. Also, then you have Eviscerating Wings, which is a leap through like that. Or you have Dragon's Assault, which is the other one, which doesn't look like a skill add-on because the icon doesn't seem to be split in half. I got really confused with that one.
But it is split. It's just cut very perfectly.
It's cut perfectly, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have Abyssal Advance, which gives you a buff.
It's a buff, yeah.
Yeah, 10% max HP recovered to self, movement speed plus, and critical rate. And then Abyssal Dominion is that one, which is a super armor, and it does slows, movement speed, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, I'm excited for people to, test out the class and see what they can do with it. Obviously better than us. And have a lot of fun with it. I think, for me, block characters are kind of weird for me. But most classes are anyway, so I'm going to try and get used to it and learn as fast as I can.
Yep. Dragon's Fury is there. Then you got Prime Sundering Claw, which is the other one. Hold Y to charge. Hold Y to charge ions. See, you learn something new. This is why you should regularly read it. And also Prime Ascent. But yeah, that's basically Dracania. Can't wait for you guys to give it a shot. See how it goes. Yeah, look forward to seeing everything that you guys can do. You can, okay, someone said no PvP in seasons, but you can declare guild wars and you can PvP that way on season servers, but generally we mean more open world PvP.
Well, the argument that people are having in chat on specifically on Twitch is that they want to be able to permanently opt out of PvP because seasons is temporary.
Okay.
I don't think that's ever honestly gonna happen, but with how seasons has been kind of rolling out in terms of frequency and how it's been kind of working, I think it'd be all right.
Yep. Okay, someone asked, can we use the classic outfit box on Dracania? The answer is yes, you can. It will give you, because also don't forget you get the 7-day one as well, certain times, and you can get the Dracania in there. So yeah, she is in the classic box set. Not the
There's
premium
like one person
stuff.
asking. I know, but I know it's a question that people do have.
She won't be able to be in the premium set because she doesn't have a premium outfit at this moment.
I know it's one person or a couple or whatever the case may be, but I know that's an argument that people have it. But be kind when explaining how this kind of works. Next BMC Magical Shards event. I'm not entirely sure when. I don't know if it's going to be entirely too soon. I've been asking for something like that, but we've been kind of hesitant with how the... Not hesitant, I wouldn't say. Being careful with how the specs are going to run out on that, but I want it. I genuinely want it. It'd be nice.
I burned all the remaining powder that I had because I am just excruciatingly bad about remembering to pick it up, and I still only have 56.
Yeah.
It's 56 stones. I'm all like halfway there to pen.
Is there an event for the Burning Moonlight powder?
Not yet. No. No. There has been in the past, but there is not now.
I think we've had one recently, no?
Where
Where you get a double pow.
that was a while ago.
Oh, was it a while ago? Okay, okay. So, yeah.
I'll just double check because there is another event that I remember seeing, but I don't think we talked about. I'm just gonna double check through.
Season server stuff listed or the season server list will be put into the patch notes as a whole. You can check it out there.
I can remember it. The new Olvia Novice becomes new Olvia. Olvia 1 and 2 on NA becomes Season 1 and 2. And Rulapi goes to Season 3, that is NA. On EU and Asia, new Olvia Novice becomes new Olvia. New Olvia becomes Season 1, and Season 2 reopens.
Mm-hmm. Also, the maintenance periods are going to be for NA, 11 p.m. PDT, all the way to 3 a.m. on May 25th. EU, May 25th, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. UTC +1. Asia will get theirs at 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. GMT +9 later today. And yeah. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. The guild log fix. Okay, so we reported this again not too long ago. It's being investigated again to see, because it has been fixed in the past. Well, and then it kind of come undone again. So we've brought it back up, and we'll investigate a bit more as to why it's happening. We thought it was something to do with time zones. Doesn't seem to be the case. So we're looking at a few more things. But yeah, it's being looked into. No seasonal Asher, no. No seasonal Asher. All right, I guess we'll put up the coupon code.
Yes.
Season Dracania go. Not seize on Akan Iago. No, Season Dracania go. You will get combat and skill EXP 300% scrolls times 5. Splendid EXP elixirs. I know they're not the greatest, but every little helps. 10 megaphones. 1 enhancement help kit 2. And a sealed book of combat 1 day. So remember, this is for PC only. Sorry,
What?
PC only. Not for PC. This is for console only. I was in my head. I knew where I was going, and I skipped like a whole section of what I was saying. This is console only. It doesn't apply to PC, is what I was gonna say. It doesn't apply to PC or any other platforms. This is console only. Right, the brain's gone, man. The brain's gone. It's been on vacation for a while. There was a lot of patch notes. There was a lot of event
I
notices.
was like, dude, yeah, console people, thanks for sticking this out on the stream with us. PC
Take
people,
this.
here's the coupon.
Oh, man. I need to get more than 4 hours of sleep a night.
That being said, as per usual, people who share it on Reddit, thank you. People who share it on Discord, thank you. In-game, thank you. Wherever else you are sharing this, always very much appreciated.
GM Stars End with the emojis. Stars End, man. Just
I genuinely am appreciative of it because we can kind of see, we have the ability to see how many times these coupons are used. And since people have been putting it on Reddit and all this kind of stuff, it's getting more spread because, you know, as much as I'd like to believe otherwise, the entire Black Desert console community is not in our stream. You know, and so for people sharing it in whatever channels that they do, means a lot. Thanks. So these items should be able to help you out with a lot of stuff. I know someone was asking for more EXP related stuff.
who's Will? Not getting enough sleep makes you oh, you know, sir.
What?
He's saying not getting enough sleep makes you fat. Is what he's trying to say right there.
Boo.
And then he was like, "You already know, man. This is bought and paid for."
I'm just saying. The Kingpin's strong.
Yeah. I auditioned for Kingpin.
Did you?
Told I was a little too young. Yeah.
A little too young, is it?
little too young.
Okay.
I have to wait until I'm like 50, and then I can think about it.
So yeah, just to recap, Dracania with Succession is coming. That also means the skill enhancement, aka the bombs, as well as the 3 skills that you get from Awakening in your Succession kit.
Yep.
That's all coming in.
Lights gathering tools are also in. Shining Shakatu seals are also in. That's pretty hard to say when you're smiling. I know you don't smile very often.
I
but
smile a lot.
Yeah, Shining Shakatu seals and a couple of other things.
Yeah. A lot of quest changes and all that kind of stuff. And there's a whole host of events. Like I said, when you see the events go up, there's going to be a lot of them, but a lot of them are automatically done as you play through the game, so you'll be good.
Yeah. I did not say that, Ancient Joker. Did not say that. Okay. Damage, I believe, is roughly 70-30 between Awakening and pre-Awakening weapons. But because Dracania doesn't have an Awakening weapon at the moment, it is 100% Succession weapon. Just be careful when walking through.
Yeah, brilliant. Well done.
Walking off bridges, not through. I didn't fall into a hole in the middle. I just walked off the side of the bridge. because that makes it better.
That does make it better. Yeah. It makes it more look like a choice.
We just went through the summary. We'll talk a little bit more before getting back to a summary.
We'll take this coupon code down in a little bit and then go through the scroller and all that kind of stuff. People in chat, if you can help with answering the summary questions, that'd be very much appreciated. As her always. Profit, no.
Profit, man, that's just mean. When are we going to get Drax Awakening? We have no details to reveal on that at the moment. What?
We're just about to get Succession.
Sir, it's a valid question.
It is. It's a valid question. It's just... I can show you guys how to zoom out the camera. If y'all got questions about that, it'll be all right.
The Camasylvia trash loot changes, at the moment, we have an idea that we can't share at the moment of when it's going to come, but when it comes, it comes.
When are the maintenance finish times? I'll go through that. So for NA, it finishes at May 25th, 3 a.m. PDT. For EU, May 25th, 11 a.m. UTC +1. For Asia, 6 p.m. GMT +9.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you, that was a very long message. I got to get back to that in a second. For those of you who are making jank Dracanias, please do send it to us.
Please share. We enjoy the jank ones as much as the pretty ones.
One of the things that I want to do is, whenever we do screenshot contests, there's unfortunately a standard. And it's not our standard, because our standard's quite low. And if we make a contest, I want it to be based on our standards. And then Durgev can be the one to be like, right, let's just raise that standard a little bit higher. And then we're in a sweet spot. So it'll be nice.
Oh, the worst thing is that's exactly how it goes.
It is.
When I look at this one, it looks as though it got shot in the face with a makeup gun from Simpsons. It looks awful. The eyes are melting. The nose is melting. It's beautiful. It's perfect. That's how we view character creation. We look at it through those eyes of
yeah.
If it looks like it was,
love it.
If it looks like it was left on a radiator overnight, that's our standards.
Yeah.
Node benefits, yeah. So someone said, feeling like when I level my nodes, my RNG gets worse, right? RNG is a tricky thing to ever quantify. It is, as its name suggests, random. You give yourself a better chance, but it's still random. So sure, if it's level 0 node, you might have that one magical hour that, I've seen people have at Star's End, where it's 4 distos in 30 minutes, and you're like, dude, save some for the rest of us.
Yeah.
But then, over a longer period of time, that levels out. Now, leveling nodes does work. It's just sometimes it doesn't feel like it because that's the way.
Percentages are percentages.
Yeah.
One thing, because I have been trying to think of a way to explain this.
Rydello 6 disto hours? I thought 5 was high.
I'm going to delete Rydello's account.
Just delete Rydello. just delete it. Why do streamers have better RNG than non-streamers? They don't. They just have... Okay.
I will say, and I'll speak on not just partners, but streamers' behalf and all that kind of stuff. It's not so much that they have better energy. It's also you got to look at the amount of hours they put into the game.
Yeah.
A
lot more rolls of the dice.
Yeah, a lot of hours. I would say Net is a good example of when things don't work out in your favor, because when he was going for pop pieces for a really long time, it was really tough. It was really tough for him in general. So I would say that. One thing I do want to mention, because I was thinking about this for a while on how to exactly explain this. So I've had a lot of reports about, since the last update, the RBF.
Yeah.
Right? And damage is really weird, and it's not calculating properly and all this kind of stuff. So when it comes to that, talk to me or Shirna or Durgev or Delph. Find somebody and talk to them about it. And the reason I say that is because, and I can't say his name because I didn't ask him for his permission if I can actually mention his name on here or not, so sorry. But I went into a stream and we were talking about the way that damage is applied, and when I get something like that, I have to test it out and see if it's working on your end. Even if it suddenly is magically fixed on their end, I have to go about it on my own and see if I can make it work on our side and see if anything's kind of weird and if it worked or not. So in the conversation, we got to talk about like split damage, the loser buff, RBF buff in general, the gears and all that kind of stuff. So I can take a look at all these things.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing it with you guys 100%. I'm not sharing other people's gear with you guys. That's never going to happen. But I get to take a look at it, and I have to. And that's why it takes a long time for me to kind of get back to certain things. But genuinely, if it's not working properly versus it's new and I don't like it, show me the ones that are not working properly. If it's new and you don't like it, approach it in that sense, and let's talk about that. You know, why would you add more DR to the game mode when people are already complaining about the added DR? I think it's also a matter of, wait, just straight up added DR
It was
in the loser buff.
in the loser buff.
In the loser buff, yeah.
I can't remember the exact details of everything on that.
I can't honestly.
There was HP.
I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but yes, I would still say everyone is running pen full gear with that patch. Is that genuinely what it, I don't know, because like, when we were testing it, it was kind of tough. It depends on the class and how much damage you're doing and how many people you're targeting at once. It's going to be different, by the way. I'm not saying it's not going to be different from before the patch.
I'll find it.
But that's the conversation I would like to have with people, and that I have been having with people about it.
I'm trying to find the changes.
Okay, I'll keep going through. So, yeah. Talk to me about that. Can we get the ability to input coupon codes in-game? Why have we never done that?
We've talked about it before.
We have, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember that was on the... I'll try and bring it up again, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
There was an issue with it, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
I'm trying to find
The way that it goes through the database stuff goes. Lower guild taxes. Why have the ability to make 200 bill in silver and guild funds and then take over half of it from us via payouts and weekly guild tax? Taxes be real, man.
Wait, payouts? But
You don't get tax and payouts.
No, but I think he means like losing money on payouts, like.
I guess. But yeah. Corsair loyalty outfit?
I can't find the red battlefield change.
Yes, you do over a certain amount. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm all right with taxes. But yeah, I can bring it up.
Wait, when did we do the red battlefield change?
The last update.
Was it?
Yeah.
I can't find it.
It's definitely the last update.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I can't find it.
Yeah, Profit, I know.
Ah, here. Okay.
Oh, Profit,
Wait, damage reduction wasn't even changed.
Hmm?
Someone complaining that the damage...
No. I know.
But the damage reduction wasn't changed. So that red battlefield buff was only plus 400 HP.
Wait. Okay, one thing at a time. So in regards to the tax and stuff, I will bring that up for sure, but there are reasons as to why the tax is there. There are people in chat who have kind of explained it quite bluntly, but they're not incorrect on it. Regarding the DR stuff, when people say there is additional DR added, the reason why I say we should have the conversation is because I explained to them. Mm-hmm. It's not the DR. It's this, and this, plus this.
Yeah.
Right?
Plus the fact that it's a lot more hit points. So it feels like it's less
so
damage.
there's the...
RBF losing team has always got buffed.
Has always had the DR, but there's additional HP.
Yeah. So basically before, it used to be 20 DR, 30 AP, 100 HP to the losing team. Now it's 500 HP, 30 AP, 20 DP, 20 DR. So it didn't change DR and AP, only the max HP changed, but it feels different because when you enter red battlefields, you automatically get a plus 1000 HP, plus 500 if you're on the losing team. So it looks like you're doing less damage because they have more hit points.
Yeah. But again,
But again, they're
But-
very valid complaints. Like,
No, no,
that's
no,
not
no,
me
no.
putting it out.
because there are people who have said like it does still feel weird, and that doesn't feel like that's the only reason. And for that reason, I say I welcome that conversation because I want to find out as well. So I sat there on that person's stream alongside. Was Rory there? I think Rory and Brew were there, but we just sat there for about an hour trying to test it out in all kinds of ways. And there were reasons that we figured out, but I still kind of have to look on my side always. Yeah.
Okay. Reduce the capacity of guilds. Reduce the capacity of guilds. Like the max number of people.
People in the guild?
Yeah.
There are conversations regarding that currently, regarding guilds in general and other stuff.
I
Yeah.
would really have loved the ecology changes, Mr. CM. Well, there are no ecology changes in this update.
There are none, Mr. Streamer Man.
Mr. Streamer Man.
you
Wait. Inception time. We're currently Mr. Streamer Man.
We're not streamers. We're clowns, and so it's perfectly fine.
Ooh, that's gonna burn.
Why? It's us. I'm not telling them. I'm telling us. Perfectly fine.
Hold on. Kashima, you on that?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's been
is.
very active on that.
But clowns are fun. Oh, Prophet. The clowns are funny.
That hurts.
That hurts.
It's the first anniversary of the ocean, and I'm disappointed that there are no related events. Are there any things about ocean events? It is something that I have talked about because, yes, there is, not just in the case of console as a whole, the water needs some love. So looking into it.
But, like, the one thing is, if we did anniversary of specific content, then, like, there'd be...
No, I'm not saying it's a
I
response
know.
into that, but I understand what they mean by that.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a year, and they feel like there's not enough there. I understand that part of it as a whole. Yeah. Chicken, why? Chicken, why, man? It's not cool. Not cool at all.
Fix Heilang for Tamer. It's been looked into. It's a little bit more complicated than it looks, from what I understand.
Which one?
Heilang.
Yes. Yes. I cannot go further on that. But
Can we
yes.
get increased storage space in town storages with contribution points? You can. We discussed that earlier. Yeah.
Y'all need...
Also, they're available for loyalties every now and then. The inventory expansion coupons.
Art of Woo? Do you mean creators or creatures?
What did it say?
You need more C creators.
C.
It's not SEA. Like, C creators. I think they meant creatures.
Okay, more sea creatures.
Oh, maybe you do mean creators. SEA creators. Okay, you do design.
Brulette, bro, we've had this conversation. I don't know what you're going to do with the extra 3 Shakatu seals.
Which one?
I was asked by an Xbox player, what are you going to do with the extra 3 Shakatu seals?
Yeah.
Let's not touch on such a touchy subject with me.
Because it's 3 extra.
The history you guys are getting right now. This has been quite a long time coming. Kunoichi is OP, learn to play Ludivus. That's not a nice way to talk, but Kunoichi is pretty good. She's pretty strong. Treasures in family inventory. I don't know if that perception has changed. The last I heard, it's still no.
More C stuff. I agree. More C stuff makes more sense. There was another one that I saw. Not so much as the guild member limit specifically, just guild stuff in general. We're having quite a few discussions related to that.
There is a glitch with beer weights on the central market. First, I've heard of it. Can you find a way to either send a ticket or shoot me a message?
I believe we've already,
It might have already been reported,
Yeah.
but
I believe it's already been kind of talked about. Bartering EXP transfer coupons when? Don't know. I don't know if it will be. It's never been available on the Pearl Shop. I don't like messing with the Pearl Shop, but I will ask regardless because, yeah, that's a thing that people ask for.
the pet fix was in the last update. Oh, wait.
No,
No, you're talking
no,
about
no.
the Arctic Fox one. Arctic Fox is this update.
Yeah.
It should be fixed with this.
Arctic Fox should be fixed with this coming one.
Yeah.
In general, have I asked about a dwarf class? I have. You're not going to like the answer, so let's not go there. But I will continue to ask for other kinds of classes. There's one that I want to bring out in general. So on Twitch, about like height aiming, it's not just archers. A lot of this is not to minimize your the thing that you brought up, but it's just going to shoot in a straight line through the train or into the train as opposed to anything else. Whereas other skills by that same class go up. You know what I mean? So why isn't it? So yeah, that I believe Archer had something that was known. I know we reported it because it came up a lot in the last stream and in my Discord DMs. Rangers one, I'm still kind of collecting all of it personally so that I can send it over.
Okay, one of the things that came up, like, you didn't approach, like, any status update on the Sylvia loot trash changes. It's not just camera, it's actually quite widespread.
Yeah.
We've said that we have an idea of when it's coming in, but we can't release that information at this moment. So we know roughly when it's going to come in. There was something else there. Another one, Season Arsha. Again, we're not sure. Yeah, not sure on that one. And I can't remember the other one. Someone posted 3 things, and I can't remember what the last one was. Tier 5 pet went. Don't know. Still being worked on.
Not entirely sure on what the status update is with that or what the discussions are.
But it is still being worked on.
Oh god, now people coming with class suggestions.
Minotaur class?
I would rather have the dwarf than the Minotaur.
Yeah. I'd rather have Creo. Oh no, I've started that again, haven't I?
No, we're not doing that.
We're not going to do that.
Zon, there is no update, which is why I'm not even touching it.
Yeah, we have no update on that.
Yeah.
Doom 2-seater! Still being looked at. Still being looked at. It's hard to unbanish people from the Shadow Realm. So we're looking into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Why is EU having field bosses spawned on Etheria and Rollipede, but... Kashman, can you go up for a second?
He's going to miss it. It's going to miss it, chat, going so fast.
A little bit higher?
A little bit higher. Higher.
Okay.
He's broke.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, that's
there
one.
we go, there we go.
Why is it only field bosses on Etheria and Rollipede and not on others? Oh, I think Starzan did bring this up.
Yeah, I think a lot of that was brought up before.
I think it was brought up, but if it's field bosses... Let me look into that again for EU.
Someone's asking about the loot scroll pause function. It's something we're looking into bringing when we can get it to function on console. There's a couple of things that are weird with it, but we're looking to bring it in as soon as possible. Yeah, as soon as possible. Can we have a riff for Uragon? It's a scroll.
No. I know about this. So, right, you know how there's the Jatina quest, right?
Yeah.
And if you want ooze,
Yeah.
you need concentrated aura and latent auras.
Yeah.
Right. When you do the scrolls, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Where do you get ooh scrolls from?
Dailies, no? Black Spirit?
Black Spirit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where else? Loyalty.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones.
Yeah.
Dim, who is also a weekly,
Uh-huh.
has a Dark Rift, a Field Boss, and the scrolls. Ooze only has that.
What about Libers?
Hmm?
Nobody cares about Libers.
Libras is the same situation. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I know, but nobody asked for Libers. They only asked for Ooze. Our poor Wolf Boy, man.
Are you saying because they didn't ask about someone else, you got none of it?
Yeah.
this is
Ask
ridiculous.
about Mr. Wolf Boy as well.
This
and then
is
we can
ridiculous.
talk. Ask about Uwu and Wolf Boy, and then we can talk. I expect someone straight away. There we go. A Libra. There we go. Okay, yeah, do both.
Do both.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you. As long as we talk about both.
Okay, so where are you going from here?
We'll talk about it.
Next question, huh?
Next question. We'll talk about it.
Because I
I
felt the
actually
same.
would like to see
Cause,
more.
Yeah, because Lieb, Guild Boss. But the other boss variants have other methods in how to get it.
Yeah.
So I understand why you would want that, because it is incredibly frustrating.
Yeah. The 530% EXP scrolls, again, we mentioned this earlier. There are lots of rewards coming with this update. There may be some in there, there may not be. But they are considered like the most powerful EXP. They are the most powerful EXP scroll that we have.
The 530s?
Yeah, the 530s are the most powerful. So it's difficult to get them on a regular basis.
We usually get those out when,
Super special events.
well, when super special people give it.
Yeah.
We are.
Okay, the Quint question for Bartelli's adventure log? You don't have to have it finished. You just have to be there when it closes. So basically, he'll turn back into stone if you don't kill him. And I believe the adventure log will complete in that eventuality because you do get loot, I believe. So you have to stay around, hit it, wait until it leaves at the end, and then I think you get it. I remember this, but it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
Yeah. There's quite a few things that can happen with that.
Awakening Lawn stamina is a known issue. Is it a known issue, or is it like part of its current design? Because from what I know, it's part of
when
its
people
current
say
design.
it's when they're saying it's a known issue, it is a current trend amongst
Oh yeah. Okay.
lawn homies.
Okay. So yeah, we know about it. It has been shared to the people who make the decisions on the class balance and stuff. But it might be that that's a way to keep, because Awakening Lawn's pretty good.
Awakening lawn? Yeah.
Awakening Lawn is pretty good, so it's a way to keep her relatively in check. Like, every class has a way to be kept in check. So, like, MP or stamina or something else. Maybe that's the way, but if it's too much, that has been shared. That is a common sentiment that we see.
Okay.
Yeah. As someone said, oh no, Lawn has a weakness. But again, it's something that we have shared, whether it gets felt or whatever. It's, that's the thing. So we all talk. What did we do to Lawn? I don't think it did nothing.
There's quite a few here. Yeah. Remove all taxes. I don't know how I feel about that. When are we getting the winner? Let's kind of wait on that for a bit. There was another question. I never thought I'd see that question again. The sniper rifle.
Oh, sniping?
Right. I'm going to just say this. For people who know about the sniper rifle, which is in regards to hunting,
Yes.
don't know how much you're going to need it, but I will always ask about that.
Valencia RBF.
That's a
is
weird hill to
something-
stand on. But I'll ask again.
Okay, Valencia RBF is something that is being worked on. There is quite a lot of work that needs to be done for it, though.
Those looks tell us everything. That look is there because I've had someone in particular. Nah, thanks for asking. Someone in particular always ask me about that, and they're always in a rotation of people asking. So yeah,
Do they form an orderly queue?
they do not form an early queue. Oh, do you want to talk about that?
What?
When they formed a queue for you?
Not really, no. Oh, actually, all right, fine. Before the Dracania stream that we did last week, wanted to go practice some skills.
Before or after?
Before.
Okay.
It was before. So I wanted to go practice some skills. So I went into a battle arena I thought would be empty. It was like Battle Arena 4. And I was like, if I go here, chances are there's going to be a few people. I can keep it on the down low. We can do some practice. I can learn the class a bit more. Soon as I get in, world chat. Yo, Shirna's in BA4. Everyone come. And I kid you not, everyone brought their mums and their dogs as well. Like, it was packed. And then instead of being able to practice or showcase skills, it was literally buff when, GM buff when, GM buff when. So I was like, oh, fine, make an orderly line. Thinking it would never happen. An orderly line is not possible. And yet they made an orderly line. And it was straight as an arrow. It was all the way down. And I was like, oh.
It was genuinely really impressive. Thank you to everyone who were part of that because people in the office were like, yo, everyone actually made a line.
It wasn't just that. They were like, Shirna, did you announce this? And I was like, no, I just went in to
right.
play. And they were like, yo, you know, like, be careful. I was like, dude, I just joined in and I just wanted to practice. And everyone came and they were like, but you didn't announce it, right? This wasn't announced on like Facebook or anything. Like, we wouldn't normally get this many people. I was like, dude, I just showed up.
They were like the birds from Finding Nemo.
Exactly. You wouldn't know what they are. The
I don't know what this
seagulls,
means.
and they just go, mine, 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 like that over and over again.
You want me to watch this movie?
Finding Nemo's great.
Wow.
Look, finding out you'd never watched Lilo and Stitch.
I
hurt.
already know the story. I know the story.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, word got around really quickly. It was really nice.
It got around super quick. It was fun, honestly. But there was that kind of stomach sinking moment where it's like, might have a problem here.
Yeah. But it was really cool. I know Durgaf also has been going in game to hang out with people both on EU and NA and giving out buffs and stuff and participating and stuff like that. It'd be great. I particularly am appreciative of people who were just really cool about it. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay.
What else am I looking at? Loot scroll changes we already talked about. Time for a coupon. We already had the coupon up. Can we put it back up?
Just
If
why
it's not already up?
Yeah, just why we bounce.
Yeah.
Okay. The glitch about grabbing people and putting it behind you. Send me clips of grabs that end up behind you. I have to share those. I generally share my own, but if you have them, send them to us.
In terms of the resists, I need to see specific clips about that and then kind of go from there. Anything else?
We talked. Okay, no, Winter Mountain is not coming. We just got Oda
In
Leader.
this update.
In this update. We just got Oda Leader, and new regions generally do add quite a bit of stress to the things that we're looking into, like the performance things. So generally, they have to come a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Can I borrow one of those Xbox controllers? But I think these ones are broken, and that's why they're stuck up here. Definitely happens. Yeah.
I think we can.
It's not that treasure pieces won't be sold. I think treasure pieces can be sold. I'm not sure.
What?
It was that the full pieces cannot be sold.
The
So
full
you
piece.
cannot sell the map and the compass, but you can maybe sell the pieces. I don't know. Can you? I remember a change happening a long time ago. So I'll see if I can check that out quickly. Anything else?
No, I think honestly we're okay. We've answered most of the stuff that we actually have information on to be able to share with people. So I think we can actually call it here and then start working on going back and doing the update itself.
Yeah, we do have to get back and do, like, I know it feels like we're just loving and leaving, but we do kind of have to get back and prepare for this update to go out.
Will you put on a Dracania outfit? You know you want to.
I want to, but I don't have one, and getting one made may not be possible at this point in time.
Yeah.
This happened. This beauty right here. This happened at a very convenient time. We had a lot of time, and yeah, it was a fun time that we had.
That was an interesting time.
It took a very long time to make. A very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took a lot.
Also, I'm pretty sure the person who made it, their thumbs are still recovering from the sewing. Like it's
Pretty much.
It's pretty well done.
But I think we're gonna call it here.
Yeah.
As per usual, thank you guys for joining us. The update is later on today, and it will be the standard. Let me just double check. It'll be the standard 4 hours unless otherwise specified later on in case of anything happens.
Mm-hmm.
All the patch notes and events should go up during the maintenance at some point in time, and you can find all the information there as well.
Yes, and always remember that even if we didn't answer, your questions have been taken down, and we will go through them at the end and report them to the people that they need to be reported to. We cannot answer every question that comes in, mainly because there are too many different questions, and half the time we don't see it because we're trying to be professional, look at the camera while also looking at the TV.
And give detailed answers.
So it does take a while. But again, we'll take those questions. Anything that we didn't see, we will put forward to the people who need to see it. That's generally how it's always worked and will continue to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It has been an absolute pleasure. We're going to go squirrel away and try and get the rest of this update finished that we need to get done on our sides. So, yeah, thank you for joining us, and I guess we'll see you next time.
Cheers, everyone.
Latest.